Hi, this is the very beginning of a series that I'm hoping to continue making. I feel nervous and scared because I never stick to anything ever. So by me doing this and actually posting it, if I've posted it, then that means I've committed. I've committed hard. Wanting to do is be very open and honest and sharing everything as I go along about this journey in this funny little weird path. I don't even know what you call it. It's like, I don't even know. Do I want to document it for me? I want to be able to share this because behind the scenes, I'm getting messages from people and there is so much to encompass in this video that I think I've overshot it and thought I'm going to cover all this stuff, and I'm not. It's not going to happen. I want to just speak freely. And the first thing was going to be basically it's just getting started because it's been such a whirlwind. See, now I'm not going to be able to edit that out, am I? Oh no. I'm not going to worry about it. This is me. And I don't have the time to be going through and making perfect videos that make sense and have no mistakes, because that's not life. And you know what? I feel like we need to see more of this. And if I can somehow be encouraging and inspiring to people who are in the same boat as me, potentially, then A, that's enough. But B, I actually want to share this with everybody, not just my fellow creatives, but the people who have started following me along for the journey and who genuinely seem excited for me and where I'm going and the things that I'm doing. Obviously, as an indie artist, that's all started about the music and everything, and that's ultimately the goal as a musician and a singer or a songwriter. You know, you want people to hear your work and you want to resonate with them. And it's been such an up and down thing. I mean, the industry, it's like these days, what and how do you even go about getting to that next step? There's so many of us who are just sailing along, and you'll always be down here, you know, in terms of having a following and having the income streams and having all the things that can come from making a career out of music. And I was always going to share about this entire thing when I was ready, which was going to be next year, 2027. I was going to work myself into that place where I would be ready mentally, financially, you know, and just time-wise, in order to spend that time prepping and getting myself to a position where I can start tackling promoting my music properly and just tackling social media and forming networks and connections with fans and all that kind of thing. Ugh, why does this feel so yucky? I want to capture it real and for what it is, because that's where the good stuff is, you know. It's like songwriting. This is the introductory to my inner feelings coming through. I feel like I'm always looking up here like, hi guys, how are you today? Yeah, I should be looking here. Is that right? There are so many reasons that I was going to not post. There's always a reason to not post and to not do the thing. Whether it's that I haven't had the time to edit it the way I want to. I'm working on what I feel like is quite an old iPhone, and I'm never going to look like I have it all together. I have a good camera, but I don't know how to use it. And this is going up on YouTube and it's going to stay there, hopefully. You know, I only have the small window to film this because of all the other responsibilities in life when you're trying to be an artist and work and juggle the things. I want to share all that as part of the journey as we go along. I don't want to share behind the scenes later when I've made it, whatever that looks like, but I'm going to tell you what my intentions are because I want you to come with me and I want you to feel like okay, so let's go back. I'm a musician, first and foremost. Music just comes out of me from all sorts of places. Just talk and talk and talk, and then I get all annoyed with myself, and then I want to go and change it and I want to say something else. No, you were here because you found me somehow, and for whatever reason you've stuck around. So if you're watching, then cool, thank you so much, and take from this what you will. But I think it feels icky because it kind of feels like you're going, oh hey guys, here I am with all my experience and like my thing, and I'm thinking that you guys might want to hear it from me, and like there's just something icky, and that's a psychological thing I'm working through. Because why does it have to be such a big deal? Why, like, you want people to hear your music and you want people to get to know you and that side of you, and it's like, why is it why am I doing this? I just feel like if I over explain it to you, you might understand and get some insight into what happens inside your head when you're trying to be honest and open and connect with people on here. Because it's hard. I'm just talking to a camera. But to me, I'm talking to you guys. Then I'll say something that I immediately think, oh, I shouldn't have said that. And it's like, why? Why not? I'm trying to get that out of my life. The whole reason I even built this audience, this small little audience in the first place, is because you all found me from some funny, relatable video about overthinking something dumb we did. And that was purely accidental, but it's kind of turned into my brand. The other side of that, I want us to all feel like, while these are things that we deeply, deeply resonate with, and sometimes it can be quite a barrier, I want us to feel collectively empowered and encouraged that we don't have to be so hard on ourselves. I know I'm the worst person to say that because I'm the most hard on myself ever. That's going to be a never-ending thing for me. You already are your person, but to become and to behave and to act and to be what you admire, you have to start practicing it. And so for me to start practicing it, I can't just get it right and do everything that I want to do correct the first day. It's too far gone. I've gone stressing now about this. I'm so sorry. Look, hopefully I'm going to get better at this, but I want you to know that when this all started, like 4 months ago, I hardly had much following at all. I've been on these apps for years, maybe 8 years or something, sharing music and doing stuff. And I tried to start a little YouTube channel, and I've never seen anything through properly, not giving it what it requires in order to make it an actual career. And I've been happy with that. I have always known that eventually I'm going to, but I'm completely at peace knowing that right now wasn't that time. I needed to be ready. I needed my kids to be out of the younger stage. I needed to be at a point in my career and my business where I could give the time realistically and sustainably to this, because the time it takes just to film and get ready for filming, the editing, the uploading, it's just mental. And that's not even making the music, it's everything else. This is a whole other topic. Being your own marketing person, it's tough, man. And we're all out here struggling to do it. So I know that you fellow creatives understand this. Here with that. And then lo and behold, I posted something. I don't even know. I just did some Michael Jackson stuff. And boom, viral. I did it again. Boom, viral. I did it again. Boom, viral. Then I did the good morning video, and that has been the life-changing turning point for me in this journey, because at that point, that is when I started getting a massive increase of followers really quickly, because the views were converting people, because they were relating to my this thing that I think is quite funny. But the amount of people that have reached out and sent me messages and commented and continued to follow along from those videos has been insane. Like I accidentally met my ideal audience through accidentally being so vulnerable in myself. And that's what they say happens. That's what they say you need to do in order to connect with people. And I didn't even mean to. I was just putting out a joke. But seeing the reaction and really analyzing myself and what I mean behind those jokes is actually, yeah, it's actually true. I actually am messed up. That's done for me as a creative and as someone who wants to be chronically online as a career path in a healthy way, of course. Is giving me the confidence to go, luckily, I met the most awesome people online, and like attracts like, and it's kind of like, wow, I can genuinely say I feel like I'm meeting friends on here. And that's sounds so cheesy and so dumb, but and you started listening to my songs, like the transference from seeing my funny jokes and the entertainment, which we all crave and love about social media, the way it's converted to listeners so organically has been just like, what? I was thinking to myself that this is what I will do next year. I will start intentionally posting. I will have a plan. I even employed a guy. I paid for a program to just help me get started with someone who's been so helpful to me, and I will let you know who that is. But it all just happened so early. It exploded. And then, you got to ride that wave. Like, I just have to. And so it's been quite a bizarre 3 months you know, going from having a couple thousand followers all up to maybe 65,000, which everyone has different levels. Virality does weird things. What I've done, it feels like, is attracted such an amazing bunch of people, and the engagement is just off the charts. It's really working, and I'm not even trying. Here I thought, when I try, you know, it'll be slow and I'll do it, but it'll be earnest and I'll be happy. You know, I was always happy to get like 1 new follower a month. I swear there was like 8 months where I had no new followers, and that it's not about the followers, it's about connecting with people. But at the same time, depending on your goals, I wanted to admit freely that I really actually enjoy making people laugh. I don't know what it is. It's like a self-confidence thing, or it feels like you're being full of yourself in some way, or, you know, and I'm the only one who's given myself those ideas. No one else has said that to me, and if they did, I'd be like, well, you're an idiot for being so mean. Don't do that, because that is not very nice. Be caring what other people think. Like, I genuinely believe that to the bottom of my core. And so that's what I want my messages to be in my music, is just like wholesome, deep, relatable tunes and feelings and emotions that could be anything to do with our joint human experience. Like sound, I love sound. I just want it to reach people like that, and I want to make people feel something. And so then to have this audience grow, and suddenly people sort of like interested based on the nuts side of my personality, is so cool, because I've never known how to relate the lighthearted, funny stuff into like, who is my music for? Because my songs are so deep to me. You're talking about things that are not easy to say. The time I'm kind of figuring out, who is my music for? That in itself is really strange. It was like, people who like songs? Like, yeah, of course, well, duh. But actually, who are the messages for? And I guess being someone who writes about anything, it's like, well, it could be about the person who likes climbing trees one day, and then the next day it can be about someone who's lost the love of their life. How do I market those two extremes? Yes, the point that I'm getting to through this incredibly long-winded video is that having met you guys and having you come and engage and like my stuff and grow and follow me and just choose to follow me is been so encouraging, because then when I did do a little bit more marketing around a song I released, Ripples, which was recently, it was like, they actually do like my music too. There's always this pull, like you don't want to mislead your audience and then have it just all fall off the bandwagon. Like, music stuff never goes as good as comedy stuff, like we all know that. And to be honest, I never cared. Like, I honestly didn't care. I don't care. It was never about the numbers. But now that I'm experiencing the beginning of the numbers, I really want this to be sort of like a documented thing I can look back on, and we can appreciate the journey as a very normal person. It's all well and good to see things at the end of a journey, or when you think someone's like gone and got all this success and whatever that looks like. And I'll tell you what my version for me of success is soon, because I'm reaching so far and so high, and I always have, and I've always been on that trajectory. Okay, hold on. It keeps happening, and I had kids. I got married and had kids young. I'm 41 now, and so sometimes you feel like, ooh, or I've been through a part where you think, now what am I trying to do? And I guess it's because, you know, I want to be a pop star. That's like my thing, right? I do. I really do. Nothing more than to be able to sing and belt my music on massive stages with thousands of people bopping along to my tunes and having an amazing time, and it just being full of love and atmosphere, oh no, feelings and fun. And I just want to make other people feel about my songs the way that I feel about my favorite artist songs. Like, I want to pour all that in, and I do, because it plagues me morning, noon and night. I have sounds, and music is just, it's just on me 24/7. I was born to do it. I really was. I know that without a doubt, and I have followed that dream since I was little, be it in small increments and only as I can. I'm still doing it. I'm still chipping away at it, and that meant prioritizing my business and my work and having kids. And when I was going to chase this more steadily and build an audience, so that once you have the audience, you can kind of be seen to be taken more seriously because your numbers prove that people want to hear from you. When I was going to do that was just when the time was right, you know, and I guess virality, accidental virality online sort of changes that. And I'm a person of great faith. Like, I just think everything happens as it should. That doesn't mean I'm sitting back waiting for it to just happen. I just mean I just roll with it. The only thing you can ever change is how you react to stuff. Every day, everything's just full of lessons. And so I'm learning a lot over this last few months. I mean, it has been insane. Just the mental hurdle, getting over. I was in the supermarket the other day. Actually, this has happened a couple of times lately. And someone came up to me and was so excited to meet me. And they were like, are you the TikTok girl? Or are you at TikTok? I'm not even, like, TikTok is a bit scary to me. I'm sorry, TikTok. It's just a little bit different over there. People genuinely came up to me and they were so excited to meet me. And I was like, I've, 60,000 followers is split across my platforms is, in the grand scheme of things, I'm so grateful. But it's like, I'm just this person who works in a beauty salon in a tiny small town. I have kids, I have a dog. I make a joke out of, my physique, because pop stars are typically, you know what I'm saying. I don't want to get into this right now because it's a whole other thing, but you know what I'm saying. Just so nice and encouraging to have people so excited, and to see the comments even on my music, some of my little music clips that I put, even though that's not why people are here, because I feel like people are here for the comedy, but that is me as well. And I'm learning to accept that I love that, and that's what I want to do. And while I'm struggling with all my time and my responsibilities and to try and make this have a go, I mean, it's hours of work chasing this a week, it is, and my business, everything just takes up so much time, but I'm getting there. Like, I'm slowly getting there. I'm inching my way towards being able to spend one day more a week on social media and music. I spend like every night and every weekend and every spare bit of time I have on my music, and I have been for the last 3 years, collaborating and networking with people in higher positions overseas that are helping me with inroads into the industry, singing, writing, collaborating for potentially other artists, and maybe selling songs to bigger groups and stuff like that. And it's just been so valuable to gain that experience. This whole thing happening now is like, oh, let's ride this wave. I want to share this journey, my success. To me, I want to be with the greats. I want there to be no limits and no boundaries. I want us to just make what we want and have a blast doing it, and be able to reap the benefits both for your mental and the good health of your soul, and the fulfillment and the contentment in doing that, not just as like I want to do this for a living thing. I view it like a God-given gift that, however you view that, is, we all have our different ways in which we view things, but it's like, if I've been given this thing, the only measure of success I can have is how everything feels to me in my gut and where I'm going. You can make calculated decisions and steps and processes and try and follow systems and do things, but there's always room to move, and you just got to follow where it's taking you and see what happens after that, and learn from this thing and learn from that thing. And so the whole point is, make the music, continue making the friendships and the contacts, learn from it all, keep putting out the music, keep promoting it, keep meeting people, enjoy every single new follower, and every single comment is like, thank you. It literally doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I do that for the next 50 years until I'm 91. It doesn't matter if my following grew by 500, because I'm so content that I waited till the right time when I could pour my heart and soul into my music, and it wasn't affecting my family negatively and la-di-da. Do you get what I'm saying? Man, I'm so long-winded today. That other stuff matters. But I know in my heart of hearts, I would love that. I want the sounds, I want the crowds, and I want it all. And I have the most crippling, most terrible, awful stage fright you've ever seen in your life. That is the one bugbear of my entire journey. You guys, joking when I talk about stage fright. I'm not. It's like I have a real issue. You know what? The more open we are, and the more we face things head on, you can't, did I say that weird? Oh no. The less power things can have over you. It's as simple as that. I have nothing to hide. So I'm just coming out here, warts and all, and explaining how it is. And I'm going to deliberately choose to not worry that the video I'm putting out for this is like over 20 minutes long. Oh my gosh, sorry. It doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't matter. It's my channel. I'm just sharing. It's almost like a diary entry. Dear diary. A vlog that maybe I can look back on and go, you know. I mean, if I carry on, like, I just intend to carry on. I just want to keep going. And it's not as scary as I thought it would be. It's like meeting friends. I just love that. I have to keep in check my stupid brain from beating me up for not posting every day, or because I just don't have the time. But I know that the right thing is happening because I've waited and I've been patient and I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm trying not to let it impact my family too much. I'm sure there's always a price to pay somewhere. It's all just as it should be. And I mean, I even got my first troll. You guys couldn't quite take things to heart because there's just been a shift in the whole way, you know, like we're so scared of, as creatives and indie artists, where you're sharing like something that's so personal to you, it's hard. You worry about what people are going to say, and then if someone comes on and deliberately tries to insult you, it's hard to not. It's actually, the thing about that is that it's not the things that have been said to me, because they've been done in a joking form, but they were actually quite funny, and that in itself was something else. But I'll say, no, stop, don't encourage that behavior. That's not very nice. At the same time, I just genuinely don't believe it. We have to be so strong in ourselves, and I think if we just set ourselves up to know that with exposure and with numbers, if that's what you want, you're just gonna get morons, like you are, and you can do about it at all. Like I said before, the only thing you can control is your reaction to stuff. I don't believe the things that they've said to me. It might get worse, who knows, but I'm just here to have a good time and make music, baby. Your heart and your intent is pure, there's no malicious intent anywhere, then I don't really have to justify or explain anything to anyone ever. And if people don't like me and don't like my music, don't like what I'm doing, well, that's cool. I genuinely believe that now. And now that I've experienced having people who actually really do genuinely love and support what I'm doing, that is just the icing on the cake. And to have it happen on videos where I was being such a moron, oh my gosh, you guys, I love it so much. It's been truly a life-changing few months, and it's only the start. I feel a bit silly because I feel like I'm talking as if I've got like 100 million followers or something, but it feels like that, you know. And I wanted to post something like this when I was around the 10,000 mark, you know, but it all just happened so fast. I never want to take any of it for granted. I just want to keep sharing my music and sharing my comedy and being me, which has happened so, you guys have just made it so easy. That like 35 to 44 year female demographic, mostly from the US, has been amazing. Thank you guys. So many more, and there's been people who've been following me right from the get-go from years ago, and friends and people. It's just like I've always treasured it. And so this video really is just to open the floodgates, really, as to me being a little more seriously beginning what I wanted to share as part of my entire package, I guess you could say, because no one ever sees or tells the story, rather, as they're going. What I would have given to see like stuff of Ryan Tedder when he was like unknown, to be able to see what he was doing at that stage and how it was impacting his life and the journey, like I love that. I love behind the scenes things. Whenever my favorite artists put out documentaries, I'm straight there and watching it because I just love seeing all that, and you get to see little snippets of where they were once. And I'm doing this, and I think, okay, I've just realized the reason it feels icky is because it's like I'm putting it out there to pridefully boast and say that one day I'm going to be at that level. That's why it feels icky. And that's, I guess I have to own that, because I do want all of that. I want it for the fame. It's just part of the package. I've had it since I was little. I just wanted to be a singer and I wanted to sing to the masses. And we can now from our bedroom, even if you have crippling stage fright. I'm going to carry on doing what I'm doing. I'm going to give updates on all of this. My current, I'm going to put, my follower count for this video. And I don't think it's healthy to measure things by numbers, but I think when you can actually measure true conversions and stuff by, that is the data. It's the data, right? Then I've got nothing to hide and I've got nothing to be embarrassed of because it's just all out there on the table for everyone to see. Sorry about it. It's not going to be for everyone, but who cares? That's cool. It'll be for someone. Even if like one person watches this and like we slowly become besties through YouTube, that's cool too, because I am a little bit strange sometimes. Path has been really great for meeting like fellow weirdos. And you know what? I don't think we're actually that weird. I think we just say things that other people suppress. Do you know what I'm saying? I think we all have weird stuff and other people just suppress theirs. Well, I'm no more. I think that we should all be a little less like that. You just let it go, mate. The freedom. Life's short. It's short. Let's not be shackled. Let's just have fun and roll with, oh no, it's getting weird now. So to end this video, I'm just going to let you know that basically I've got like this massive catalogue of music that I've been creating for the last couple of years, and interestingly enough, so much of it is stuff that you write. So like we wrote it for briefs for TV, film, sync licensing and that sort of thing, but I've essentially poured myself into them, and so a lot of the messages are secretly things that I think, but it's easy to write them because I could say, oh, it's for a brief, so we had to make it feel like this, or it's about, coming out and flourishing and going against the grain and the power in me and la la, that's so cheesy. Oh, yuck! I have an issue with cheese. It's just the way I am. I can't do musicals. That's a whole other thing. Really honest, I feel really ready and excited to release those songs, and I feel like they're going to resonate so much more with people because I really mean them. I've always just written stuff to be like relatable to people. Oh, imagine this situation. Imagine if, I watched one of my close friends lose her partner, and so I wrote a song about losing someone, and I haven't experienced that, but I wrote it for that reason, and then people connect with it, but I didn't share that, but I feel like I did because I put myself in that thing. Anyway, do you get what I'm saying? These songs now are what I've been sitting on. I've been hiding, I guess, because I never felt confident enough to say them. And I feel like I'm starting to feel confident enough to really own it. Yeah. So, as a chronic overthinking, silly creative, ADHD, like I'm freshly ADHD diagnosed. I never even knew that it was a thing. Like I genuinely didn't. There were people with ADHD who were like, oh, so when were you diagnosed? And I was like, what? What's that? That in itself is like, whoa, this whole world has opened up. And I realized, like I'm so much better medicated as well. It's just, I'm a little more mature now. I've got kids growing up. They're coming along with me on this journey. They're helping me with things. I'm like employing their services to help me make videos and stuff. And it's cool. I can make it a real family affair as much as I want to, and they want to. If they want to, it doesn't have to be the big separated career path where you're just like up and gone and now I'm on tour for 12 months and all of that. I mean, that would be really cool, but anyway, I'm starting to get fidgety and it's getting really long. I'm so sorry about how long this is. Oh no. Someone who likes to enjoy this and watch this, I've got all these plans that I want to share, like my writing process. I want to share the songs themselves, but I want to go deep into like all the layers of my harmonies and the technical stuff and the production stuff. I just do not have the time right now. Like my business is just, I'm trying to stay afloat. I've spent the last 5 years paying something like $70,000 of debt. Thank you, COVID. I've got a little bit more to go, but it's been a journey. Like I've been struggling, and all along I've been still chipping away at the music and chipping away and keeping a realistic view on things. And my keeping my dream and my goals there. And I saw a cool post the other day, and it said something along the lines of, goals aren't made to be reached, they're made to be outgrown. And I thought that was so cool. So this is me, the beginning of my little series. If you did watch it, I'm leaving a lot of these conversational pauses and stuff. With my comedy videos, I edit them right down to the last microsecond, because you've got to optimize it for algorithmic views and all this crap. I don't know. Specific thing, I want to keep it real. And, you know, I hope down the line to be able to have like my own little fan clubby group thing where people like pay a subscription to hang out with me in a room somewhere. Like, that sounds really weird, but I actually do want to do that. And I don't mean in a dirty way. Oh, don't. Like in a cool way where you can, like, you'll see. Doing that kind of stuff will actually enable me to be able to leave part of my job, and I'll be able to have more time for it, and I'll be able to do what my heart wants to do and has wanted to do all my life. So anyway, if you watched it this far, I'm going to keep going. This is what you're getting. You're going to get a full album. You're going to get singles. You're going to get all sorts of crazy content, and it's all going to be relatable, hopefully. And so, okay, it's time to go. But thank you for watching, and I appreciate you.